way they are with the Labor Peace Act. And as you can see, the majority of the public, they don't get it. What is this big fight over? We sort of like the current industrial calm here. So we will see if the politicians in the legislature or at the initiative level, and if you notice that very briefly there, the Democrats are actually closely divided on that issue. 43% liked our current status quo, and 40% thought they should help the unions. So even the Democrats were ambivalent upon it, and of course Republicans and unaffiliated were overwhelmingly against changing the balance between those two. For those of you who want to up your bets, good news. You will be able to go to Blackhawk and the casinos and bet more, but that's about the only thing that won. As you know, the limitations on political donations, I think a combination is because we love limitations in this state on political activity, and secondly, we feel strongly about sole source contracting. That's the only thing that passed. I can see I'm running out of time here. Let me just emphasize the number 1 and 2, and that is I do think that the negative campaigning did not do well this year, either at the national level or at the state level, and I think that's sort of good. I'm sort of pleased that era is over. We look like we're dealing with big issues at the moment, much more than these incredible wedge issues and these high negative. I also think that there is a river of money out there that is unregulated, and sooner or later we're going to have to deal with it. Millions of dollars came into this state, and it was really unaccountable. You had no idea of how it was being spent, and typically the money from the 527s and the C4s and C5s are the worst ads you can imagine. Because they're by and large not very accountable to anyone. In terms of the transition, as you know, they would love to go after the big goals. They want to be labeled non-ideological, but the economy, which, by the way, the public they don't want them to go bankrupt. On the other hand, they don't want to give them any money. We believe in no bailouts, no failure. That's sort of the typical public opinion. And then, like Mumbai, you can see that events sort of take over. In terms of the transition, I would say keep an eye on the fact that they don't want to be Bill Clinton. So they're doing it very quickly. They're picking people that look like they can get confirmed with minimum controversy. They're trying to be nonpartisan or bipartisan. I expect a very quick start. I think they'll hold back on the special interest stuff and try and focus on the big issues. But they'll put democratic solutions and things, and obviously they believe in spending more money on roads and issues like that and renewable energy. They'll get the easy things like children's health care. It's almost already passed. It almost passed a presidential veto. And finally, I think they're going to definitely keep their eye on 2010, which means that they'll be sane and sober because you all get a chance to vote on them again. With that, let me stop there. I don't know if we have any time for a question, but thank you very much. You all get to go back to work. I would simply close with the fact that I do believe that while this is a challenging time, and some of you will know people that either have bankruptcies or unemployed over the next years, or you're dealing with your own employee issues, I do believe that Denver has survived these things, and one way we do that is by organizations like this and your entrepreneurial attitude, whether it's in the public policy or nonprofit sector, or it's in the public or in the private sector. That's why Denver continues to succeed. Remember in '86 when Federico Peña was the mayor, and it was so difficult out there. What were we doing? We were building an airport. We were passing a large bond initiative. We did the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. We built a brand new library over here. So we tend to invest our way and get our way out of these economic crises. So thank you very much.